We are 6-0 going into week 7. Now week 7 is just the calm before the storm. There's quite the week 8 battle coming up, but first we gotta do our week 7 battle. And my opponent may only be 1-5, but it's not a team I can disrespect at all because it's a volatile team. A sun matchup. We are against FireMasterNT. It is a volatile sun matchup, and I say volatile because there's a lot of damage going around. Their Terra Captain is one that I don't know what to expect from. I don't think Lantern's done jack shit for them, but I don't know what to expect because I don't know. That's about it. And it's not like I can really run utility umbrellas because it's not like in a walking weight where I can reduce Hydro Steam power or anything. It's a Venusaur. That's the main sun abuser. And then, I mean, they're also, I've also heard that they're a pretty good player regardless. Like, the record I don't think reflects their skill. At least that's what I've been told. So, the Lantern. I don't know what to expect. If I had to guess, it would bring Terra Poison against me. I don't know. Terra Dragon? I don't know. The Lantern, it's not doing much against me. At least I don't think it does. Maybe a Terra type to deal with Ogerpon? I guess one thing I can probably expect is it's gonna spread Thunder Wave. At least that's what I would do in this matchup. If I were them, I would use Lantern to spread Thunder Wave, and actually that's kind of annoying. I mean, I'm not saying Lantern won't be a threat. Well, I guess I kind of am. It depends. Landorus Incarnate. Landorus Incarnate, I have no switch-ins to, but that's kind of every team, so nothing crazy. If you have Corviknight or Skarmory, they just bring Gravity or Smackdown. And I actually probably do have one of the better switch-ins, which is Milotic. And also Ogerpon Wellspring can come in on Earth Power and Outspeed. So I actually have 2 Pokemon that aren't terrible, and I have an Ice Shard Pokemon. So actually Landorus Incarnate isn't that bad for me. At least it could be worse, that's for sure. It's one of those really scary Pokemon to prep for, like Chi-Yu. Like, Chi-Yu is always a terror to prep for, but in practice you have to play to win against it. Latios, they haven't made much use of Latios this season, and I'm actually not sure if they're going to bring it against me. They haven't really used it much. I believe it only comes 3 out of 6 weeks. And against me, it can't, like, so from my perspective, I'm really scared of the Latios, but from their perspective, I wouldn't be surprised if they left it behind. I have Jirachi, I have Enamorus, I have Overquill, and I obviously have the faster Dragapult, which kind of forces Choice Scarf, and also because my own Enamorus can also run a Choice Scarf, so I would imagine Latios wants to run Choice Scarf here, but I don't know if it even comes. And if it does come though, I am scared of it because, spoiler alert, I'm leaving Jirachi behind. Or no, trust me, I really want to bring Jirachi for the Latios, but we're gonna be disrespectful. We're gonna not respect Latios. I feel like Jirachi probably should be coming this matchup, but I'm not bringing it. I have other Pokemon I want to use. Hisui and Zoroark. That Pokemon is going to fool me. I also don't have great switches to Zoroark. You know, maybe yeah, I don't take Zoroark's attacks amazingly. Like, if you look at my team, every Pokemon except Colossal, Milotic, and I guess Appleton get 2-shot. So, like, my lower tiers can kind of take on Specs Shadow Ball. But not really I mean, the higher tiers I have Overquill, but Overquill gets blasted by Hyper Voice, so, we'll see how I deal with Zoroark. At least I should be, no, actually, I was gonna say my team for the most part is faster. It's just Dragapult. No, not true. Metagross. Metagross is scary because people were saying, I was asking a few people, they were saying Metagross is not a threat against me, which I get from the perspective that I can kill Metagross, but Metagross also hits me really hard. I don't switch into Metagross at all with my team. Ogerpon Wellspring can take Heavy Slam. It has Clear Body for my Overquill's Intimidate. Milotic is not a switch-in, Appleton is not a switch-in, Colossal gets Earthquake and everything like that, Jirachi gets Earthquake and knocked off, Iron Hand gets Psychic Fang, nothing switches into Metagross. So it is a very powerful Pokemon against me. I also think that Metagross was probably one of the steals of this league. Like, I almost wanted Metagross. I already feel like me going round 3 for Metagross was kind of early. Well, round 4, we ignored the Magmortar, we ignored the Terra Captains. But round 3 Metagross I feel like was quite early, and I still got sniped on it. I ended up getting Iron Hands, but like Metagross would have been a snipe. I mean, would have been a steal. Iron Hands was also a steal, but like, damn. What was it? How many points was Metagross? What was it, 11? I forgot. Torkoal. Torkoal can or might not come. Sun, again, Sun is just volatile. Anything can happen. I do still think the Torkoal comes, but I don't know how well it'll do against me. I'm not sure how well the Sun mode would do. I don't know what, I don't have too many expectations. Like, my Dragon Bolt can take a hit, my Magmortar can take a hit from Venusaur, which is the next Pokemon, Venusaur. Venusaur is, the biggest issue with Venusaur probably is not the Sun mode. It's the fact that it can kind of deal with Ogerpon Wellspring. Now, I do have the option of running Zen Headbutt, but we'll get into Ogerpon Wellspring later. The issue with running Zen Headbutt on Ogerpon Wellspring is I lose coverage for Latios. So it's between Latios and Venusaur. And because I'm leaving Jirachi behind, I'm gonna respect the Latios and I'm gonna run Knockoff instead of Zen Headbutt. Yeah, with spoiler alert, I'm not running Play Rough in this. Well, actually, I totally could run Play Rough, but I don't want to miss. Knockoff feels just way better. Like, I can actually spam Knockoff pretty early game. Umbreon. So Umbreon is a huge nuisance, because if you look at the first few Pokemon, I would really like to run Choice Specs, but Umbreon, it almost completely nullifies that option. Umbreon has also come like every week for them, so that's going to be super annoying. I have a few plans to kind of annoy Umbreon though, but it's going to be annoying me. I'm not going to have fun fighting the Umbreon, because Dragapult would be amazing in this matchup, but with Umbreon it's kind of less amazing. Of course I have U-Turn, and trust me, I'll be clicking a lot of U-Turn this battle probably, and if it's Rocky Helmet I'm going to be sad. Ribombee? So here's the thing, I think Ribombee actually could come, because Colossal isn't amazing in this matchup. Jirachi, it doesn't resist Buck Buzz. Ribombee can come. My Magmortar's terrestrializing, who knows, maybe. We'll see if Ribombee wants to come. Passimian? Doesn't really do much against me, I would think. It does, however, benefit from Overquill's Intimidate though. But we'll get into Overquill later. And finally, Bastiodon. Doesn't really do anything against me. Just wanted to make sure, but yeah, too many weaknesses. Well, actually, it does take on Dragapult decently, but whatever. Our first Pokemon is Assault Vest Magmortar. We're bringing Assault Vest again because I want to be able to take on Landorus and Venusaur and Latios. The Terra type was a bit of a bitch to think about. I chose Grass to deal with Lantern Vest, because I think that's what makes the most sense. I think dealing with Lantern Vest is my play with Magmortar. I was looking at Terra Dragon, Terra Fire, Terra Flying, all kinds of things. But I feel like Scorching Sands is not going to be hitting hard enough for Lantern. Obviously, it's going to Terrasilize, but if it doesn't Terrasilize, I want to have the option of Terra Grass Blast. And I feel like we can still handle Venusaur. We can take one hit with the Assault Vest from Venusaur, because we actually do have good special bulk on Magmortar. We can take Sludge Bomb. Landorus incarnate Sludge Bomb as well, kind of, but eh. We have Flame Thrower, Terra Blast, Knockoff, and Focus Blast. Knockoff is for Latios, and Focus Blast, I could change Focus Blast, but I'm keeping it to hit Umbreon as hard as I can, because Umbreon is, I wouldn't be surprised if Umbreon is the switching for Magmortar, and I would like to wear Umbreon down for a Dragapult endgame. I think that would be really nice. We know which Dragapult's the next Pokemon now. I'm not sure if this is the final set I want to run. A Choice Man Dragapult. U-Turn, Dragon Darts, Sucker Punch, and Phantom Force. Sucker Punch is a really nice way of revenge killing Venusaur. U-Turn is the move we're going to be clicking the most, and I'm amplifying that with the Choice Band. Dragon Darts is quite spammable against them if they don't bring Ribombee. Of course, there's Metagross, and trust me, I'm really worried about that Metagross with this, which is also why I'm fully respecting Metagross. So instead of Outrage, we're running Phantom Force. Outrage would have been really cool as a nuke, but instead we chose Phantom Force because I'm respecting the Metagross. I'm still not fully sold on this set though. Who knows? Maybe by the time the battle comes, I might completely change it. Because I'm actually a little bit lost on the Dragapult set. I might want to ask some people for help, but I don't know if they're willing to help me. Next up is Overquill. This Pokemon is really fun in this one. Rain Dance, Swift Swim, Overquill. Yeah, that's right. This Pokemon is potentially coming in against Umbreon. We have Swords Dance, Crunch, Liquidation is all I need to hit their team. Obviously, Umbreon kind of takes this decently, but it's probably going to be a specially defensive Umbreon. I'd be surprised if it was physically defensive. It's probably specially defensive, so this is really good. Now, you might be thinking, why don't you just run Toxic and Spikes and stuff? They can Heal Bell away Toxic, and also Sword Dance just looks really good in general. It looks really good. The speed investment is to outspeed Metagross, is to outspeed Jolly Metagross, because they could go that if they wanted to. And I remember my bulk actually had a calc. What was the bulk calc for? I think it was for either Zoroark or Latios. I don't remember. Or it might be for Venusaur actually. I think it's for Venusaur. Whatever, we'll just keep this. Lots of attack investment. Give Overqwil a healthy dose of power. With that little life orb, make it even stronger. I could change the item actually. Now that I think about it, would an item change be fair? You know what? I'm gonna change the item as we speak. Black Sludge. The reason I'm changing it to Black Sludge is because I want to deal with Umbreon better. Now this might be counterintuitive because we're running a longevity focused item on an offensive Pokemon. But this is an offensive Pokemon that can switch into Umbreon multiple times. I think we're gonna keep this. I think this is the set I'm gonna run. I also like Substitute on Overqwil here for the Umbreon. Okay, why am I fully second guessing myself? Actually, Substitute doesn't help with Zoroark's Hyper Voice. We're not gonna do that. Substitute would be cool though. Next Pokemon, Piloswine coming again. Piloswine here is really good as well. We're running lots of special defense. I kind of forgot all my calcs, I'll be honest. I'm pretty sure this is for like Landorus, Focus Blast or something. Ice Shard is the Revenge Landorus and the Latios. Earthquake is the Chunk Torkoal and stuff. Stealth Rock is actually really good in this battle. I love Stealth Rock here. And this time we're gonna go Icicle Spear. Because okay, Icicle Spear really doesn't make sense. I'm gonna change that to Icicle Crash. No, Icicle Spear doesn't make much sense. I'm gonna be so sad if I miss though. Next up, Okerpine Wellspring. We're forced to go max for Latios, obviously, because they can bring Choice Scarf, so +1 Trailblaze. We wanna speed tie it. And I have Knockoff because I wanna hit the Latios. Being walled by Venusaur sucks. In fact, I'm actually gonna do a little calc right now. How much damage would Ogerpon Wellspring do at +2 to... Let's count both Venusaurs. We're gonna do it live right now, and I'm not even gonna bother pausing the video. So a +2, okay, Ivy Cudgel does 1,000,000 actually, but Knockoff. So Knockoff actually has a chance to one-shot offensive Venusaur. So once we find out it's defensive, great. Against physically defensive, 53 to 63. That's a lot more damage than I expected. I really thought it'd be worse than that. I guess I can live with this. But I really want Zen Headbutt, but we'll just go Knockoff for Latios. And final Pokemon, Enamorus. Enamorus didn't come last week. Enamorus' first week off the bench. I mean, on the bench. But now we got Enamorus coming back, because Enamorus looks really solid here. Their Fairy Resist are Metagross, Torkoal, and Bastiodon. And I guess Lantern. Lantern does take on Enamorus decently, but not amazingly. I do expect Lantern to be switching into Enamorus. We have Heavy Duty Boots because I don't have removal, so I want to be able to deal with Stealth Rock. Substitute, this one we have Substitute for the Umbreon, which I get Hyper Voice, but whatever. I'll Harsh with the Dragon Ball if that happens. Moonblast, Earth Power, Draining Kiss. I could run Calm Mind, but I think... Yeah, actually I'm gonna run Calm Mind. I think Calm Mind is a lot better here than Draining Kiss. What am I doing? Enamorus is really solid. This can deal with Umbreon. Again, we really want to deal with Umbreon, because I think Dragon Ball can handle most of their team. The combination of Dragon Ball, Piloswine, and Ogerpon Wellspring is so good against most of their team that I just really need to focus on that Umbreon. So Overqwil plus Enamorus should hopefully be able to handle that, plus just raw damage in general. Maybe Magmortar can overwhelm it. I think Magmortar is probably going to be the one doing it. Like, either Enamorus or Magmortar is the one getting Lantern low. And then once Lantern low, we focus on getting Umbreon low, and from there maybe Dragapult can win. We'll see. We have an update! We actually changed 2 things about the team. So the first change we made was to Magmortar's set. I ended up asking Fierce Flamethrower, and he surprisingly was online and actually responded. He's actually been a good buddy, a good man. We changed Magmortar's set to Eject Pack. He was thinking about Choice Specs and then said, you know what, Eject Pack's also not bad. I think Eject Pack probably looks a lot safer for me to bring. I'm more comfortable with it. Choice Specs could overwhelm Lantern, but like, I just do so little to Assault Vest. I'm not gonna do it. Eject Pack seems really cool here. Flamethrower, Overheat, Knockoff, and we have Scorching Sands just to hit the Lantern, because I think Terra Fire just does too much to Umbreon anyway, so I don't think I need Focus Blast. Same EV spread. And the other thing, we dropped Ogerpon Wellspring. Yeah, Ogerpon Wellspring has been dropped finally. For once, we actually decided to drop Ogre. His idea was that, okay dude, it's Sun, your Ivy Cudgels are gonna do piss damage. I mean, I do still think Ogre Wellspring can do a lot of stuff in this battle. I'm definitely comfortable bringing it. But he suggested we change it to Milotic. Milotic here is maximum special defense. This is for Landorus, Hisuian Zoroark, and Latios. So I was worried about Milotic. My issue with Milotic is I feel like Hisuian Zoroark does too much damage to Milo and can bring Grass Knot. However, I did the calc with Hyper Voice. With leftovers, we actually avoid a Triad KO. And plus, if I can just use this to grab momentum and get Dragon Ball in as many times as I can, it probably should be okay. Like, taking on Hisuian Zoroark is just really nice. Landorus as well. Latios. You know what? Actually, yeah, this feels a lot safer in general. Ogre Wellspring was more of a risky pick because Hisuian Zoroark just blasted my entire team apart. It two-shots my entire team. With Milotic, I have to think a little bit further, which I think is great. So we're going to be running Milotic instead. I have Ice Beam to deal with Venusaur a little bit. I wanted Mirror Coat. Mirror Coat would have been cool, but I struggled to fit it. I just got a little update as soon as I closed my recording. Turns out Fierce Flamethrower does not like my Enamorous set. Let's see if we want to change anything about Enamorous. Okay, we have a new idea to replace Enamorous. We're not bringing Enamorous. I think Enamorous is quite strong in this matchup. I do believe that. They don't exactly have amazing switches, but it's not too difficult for them to revenge kill. So I understand. However, we do have a Pokemon that I thought would not be coming in this matchup in the slightest. I thought there was a higher chance I'd bring Appleton than this Pokemon. And this Pokemon is Iron Hands. Yeah, Iron Hands is back again. Now, some of you might be thinking, hey, weren't you saying you were scared of Umbreon, dude? Yes, I was. But Iron Hands was not going to be the Pokemon to beat it, because it just doesn't look good against the rest of the team, in my opinion. But Iron Hands isn't going to be self-sufficient in this battle. Unlike last week, where Iron Hands was a complete demon in the matchup and a complete demon in battle, it could have been even better in that battle. If I just Supercell Slam turn 1, I would be full HP. But now here, we have Eject Pack Iron Hands. The idea is to get momentum with this and Magmortar and try and get in Dragapult as quickly as possible, as many times as possible. I would like an Assault Vest in this matchup, but I do not need one. We can afford tons of EVs. I tried to survive Choice Band Metagross Psychic Fangs, but that does so much damage to me. So it didn't seem really worth it. It's 248 HP and 84 defense to survive after Stealth Rock, and I will be taking Stealth Rock into account in my calcs for this one, because we're not removed. I'm very sure rocks are going to be going up. 8 speed is actually useless, so I'm going to move that to 8 defense, which you'll see on screen. And 116 attack, it's an offensive calc, not a defensive one. We're not doing raw defensive calc on Iron Hand. This is an offensive one. This is to 2-hit KO, I believe 2-hit KO Fizdef Lantern with close combat. Or was it 2-shot it with Drain Punch? I think it was 2-shot max HP with Drain Punch, actually. I think that's what it was. I do just want a healthy dose of attack, however, because I want to do enough with close combat to Torkoal, and then Magmortar can KO it. Now, I did the calcs. It's pretty much impossible for me to guarantee that. So whatever, we'll just go a lot of attack. 116 Adamant should be good. And then I have tons of special defense because we really aren't going to be taking too many physical attacks. If we're taking a physical attack, it's going to be like Umbreon's Foul Play, or swapping into Metagross Heavy Slam once, or if Passimian comes, taking that Mon's close combat. We much rather be a lot of special defense because we want to be taking on Lantern, Zoroark, Torkoal, Venusaur, all that stuff. I'd rather have a lot of special defense, and we do have a lot of special defense. This spread, I kinda... Oh, I remember what this is for. Sorry, this thing. I think this is to survive Life Orb, Metagross, Psychic Fangs. I think that's what this is, and then the remainder just goes into Special Bulk. I could try and calc only defense and HP and special defense, because that's usually how people EV Iron Hands. We've been using HP a lot. I don't know. I feel like there's better Iron Hands calcs we could be doing, but we're not gonna bother. This is gonna be what we're bringing. We're gonna be using Eject Pack again, close combat. This and Magmortar. The amount of momentum we're gonna have is ridiculous. I better be clicking Dragon Dart into the U-turn this time, though. Dragon Darts does 2-hit KO Spidef Umbreon, so if I can get that going, sick. I know the battle hasn't started yet, and we're supposed to start when the battle starts, but I forgot to mention. We have Vital Spirit to stop Venusaur Sleep Powder. Yep, that's all this is for. I have I have spent this whole morning with an absolutely brutal stomachache. And it kind of just started acting up again. So you know what? We're gonna do this battle with a full rectum. Okay, good news, the stomachache faded. The bad news, I don't know if Firemaster is searching. Come on, dude, get up. Alright, here we are, and let's see. So they did leave the sun mode behind, which I figure was an option. I'm very happy to see no Venusaur. But I'm very sad to see that my side has no Ogerpon Wellspring. I feel like Venusaur was really clear against me. Alright, I guess not. Okay. So, we did decide that our plan was to 100% lead Mr. Mortarmag. Jelly! Alright, so I'm gonna think about this matchup a little bit. So I did end up locking in Liquidation. I was thinking about the last minute change to Poison Jab, but Fierce Flamethrower just did not reply. So we're just gonna stick to Liquidation. I did the calcs on Crunch versus Landorus. Oh god, the stomachache coming back up. God, this stomachache is erratic. I think it's because I'm talking. Alright, we're just gonna endure it. Leads off with Umbreon. Okay, so I am gonna Terra Fire and I guess. You know what? I don't have to Terra Fire if I'm clicking Knockoff, and I do want to click Knockoff first. So let's Knockoff. It could be a Latios switch in. I want to get rid of your leftovers. Foul Play will do a good amount, but I can Flamethrower into Overheat. He switches out. Is this Latios? Alright, I catch Latios. Awesome. Now, is this freaking Weakness Policy? Knockoff does 50%, okay. And it's Choice Scarf. Okay, I figured you would be Choice Scarf in this matchup, yeah. So that knockoff damage there, that is a Bulkless Latios, okay. So, let's see, Terra Fire Overheat. It has a chance to KO, and I could go for it. But, I feel like you want to Flip Turn this turn. I feel like my opponent goes for Flip Turn. You know what, I'm going to go for Terra Fire Overheat. Use up our Eject Pack right now. We have another one in Iron Hands. I think you either flip. I think you Flip Turn, which is why I was gonna go Milotic, but I got scared of Flip Turn. I'm saying Flip Turn a lot. All right, Terra Fire. I should live Draco Meteor. Yeah, I always live Draco Meteor. I just assume because Magmortar Special Bulk is pretty decent. It is Flip Turn, okay, and that did absolutely zero. That did nothing. Is that how it's supposed? Is that how much it's supposed to do? I feel like. Oh, it is supposed to do that much. Wow. Damn. Alright, Lantern. Alright, how much do we do with Terra Fire Overheat? And now we can get in Dragapult. This is all part of the plan. Overheat. And we do, that is like, okay, that's Specialty Defensive and potential Assault Vest. That's a ton of special defense. So here I can go Dragapult, and Dragapult will KO with Dragon Darts. The other option is to go Piloswine. Piloswine seems good, because Scald does nothing to me. And I do want to get Rocks up. It might be a bad idea to go Piloswine, but I'm gonna do it. Piloswine looks really good at this point, by the way. I also might scare Lantern into Terastallizing. Okay, they do that. We're just gonna go for Stealth Rock. Because I really like Stealth Rock in this battle. If I can get these up, it's going to be helpful. It does 12.5% to everything except Metagross, which Metagross is a freaking demon here. I'm a little bit sad that they brought it. Okay, what's this Terra type? Alright, we see Fairy. Flying. Okay, I'm very glad I didn't make the Earthquake play. Flying. Let's hope my handwriting doesn't fight me. Okay, so they can absolutely burn me. They don't. We get pretty lucky there. I get Rocks up. So Scald was definitely something I feared. And I, frankly, am still fearing it. So we know it's like super Spadef. It's like a really specially defensive Lantern. Okay, I'm just going to go for Icicle Crash here. They might try and get me low, which is fair. Because they really don't like this Piloswine. Okay, I get good damage on something here. It might be Metagross. Metagross, good play, good play. Good play. But this is a little bit of chip damage, so Heavy Slam should always be a KO on me. Yeah, Heavy Slam is always a kill. Icicle Crash does nothing. So here's the thing, I can go into Mag Mortar, but Heavy Slam into Bullet Punch will kill Mag, and I don't want to do that. I can go into Iron Hands, but that just feels risky as hell. This Metagross is a huge problem, which I knew. I'm gonna go Mag Mortar. I don't want them getting rocks up for free. I need to keep momentum up, so if they decide to go for Stealth Rock, I'm gonna punish it. Okay, Meteor Mash. So we know it's Meteor Mash and not Heavy Slam. And that damage there, that did like 120. So Meteor Mash, yeah, that's about max adamant-ish. That's about max adamant. So Bullet Punch against me. Can that kill? It should never actually kill me. Interesting. I'm gonna go for knockoff. No, I'm gonna go for overheat. I just want to catch Latios. Because if Latios comes in, I want to kill it. I don't like Flamethrower might not always kill. It's Lantern. Okay, so this is gonna nuke Lantern. Well, maybe not nuke, but it's gonna do a lot. Well, actually, is it? It is weak to Stealth Rock now. And we do land. Okay, so this should be a 2-shot. We did get a low roll last time. We KO Lantern. Okay, so Mag Mortar KOs Lantern. We should probably just sack Jerry now. I would like to keep Jerry alive, but the Metagross in the back, just because I can kill the Metagross. I just realized I've been disrespecting Hisui and Zoroark. I didn't even know if any of these were Zoroark. What dude, imagine if freaking what was Zoroark? Imagine if okay. Imagine if Metagross was Zoroark. That's what I was trying to say. Jesus. So if you try and get Stealth Rock up, I will punish you. Okay, Landorus KOs me. Okay, so from here, I can go into Piloswine. But Piloswine feels risky. Because it gives Metagross entry. If I go into Milotic... Dragapult should not be... Dragapult, I don't think kills you. Yeah, so we need a flip turn off with Milo. I like keeping Milo healthy, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna go Milo, we're gonna flip turn. I'm still scared. The Metagross absolutely has Psychic Fangs in this matchup, I would say. I feel like you have to be Psychic Fangs. It could be Assault Vest. So we're gonna flip turn here. I feel like you should switch out Landorus. They do U-turn. Is it Life Orb? Do we see Life Orb? We see Life Orb, okay. So that should be Life Orb, that should be Dragapult range. 78%. Well, it's actually going to be 66 upon switching. So yeah, that's absolutely Dragapult Dragon Dart's range. Umbreon comes in. Okay, so here this turn. Well, let's see if this is Zoroark. Flip turn. It's definitely not Zoroark. It's definitely just Umbreon. So here I can go into Iron Hands. And you really don't... They really don't like me going Iron Hands. If I go Overquill... I feel like there's no point in going Overquill. I'm going to make the Iron Hands play, and I'm actually going to click Volt Switch, because I don't want Zoroark to come in. The worst case would be Landorus coming in, which Milo can get 2-shot by, depending. Okay, Landorus coming in would be super bad. So what happens if Zoroark comes in? Okay, I'm gonna make the close combat play, actually. Wish. Okay, so I should KO Umbreon here, and I should get momentum. Close combat. We KO Umbreon? We KO... Oh, no, it lives. Okay. Okay, so how do you survive that? What the fuck? So it lived. That is Fizz Death. Oh, that was not a scenario I wanted to see. Okay, well, who do we go into then? I think I go Dragapult and U-turn. Is that my play? U-turn will do about 37 to 40. You'll do about 40%-ish. Dude, I can't believe it survived that. I think I just U-turn back into Iron Hand. No Stealth Rock up is helpful. I'm not liking this so far. I'm scared. I need that Metagross lower. Bring in Dragapult. I mean, we're kind of going to reveal that we're Choice Band by doing this. Don't misclick, U-turn. You should just stay in. They could switch if they really want to. I wonder if they know I'm Choice, because I've been using Choice every week. They might know I'm Choice and they might go into Metagross, but I feel like they would know I click U-turn here. Oh, they give me Umbreon. Okay. I believe that means nothing gets the Wish off. I believe. So Dragapult KOs Umbreon. The issue is that there's not really a Pokemon I want to bring in here. What would I go into? Milotic? Or Piloswine? Piloswine just lets in Metagross. We don't want to do that. Iron Hands just lets in Landorus, so yeah, Milotic is like my only play. Unless I want to sack something, which I obviously don't. Alright, get in Mavis. And who comes in against Mavis? Oh, more Leftovers recovery is so nice as well. Because every little bit of percentage on Mavis I think is going to matter for Landorus. It's Latios, okay. So what's Latios going to do here? I don't think I ever KO you with Ice Beam. Even after Stealth Rock. Let's see. Oh, I actually do. So if I want, I can KO Latios here. I'm gonna click Recover. Let's see if it's Luster Purge. Thunderbolt, okay. I don't like Thunderbolt. Okay, we get the Recover off. So Thunderbolt Latios. I can go into Piloswine this turn if I want to, but they might go for a Dragon move. I think what I do is I Recover again. Yeah, I think I go for one more Recover. Okay, they're just going for Thunderbolt. Alright, so I'm gonna make the Piloswine play. If they catch this, good play. We take that really well though, but let's see. And you know what? I'm gonna click Earthquake here. Am I? Should I do that? I guess I can go Mavis on Metagross if I really want to. Oh, well played, dude. Well played. They got me. Well played. Actually, now that I think about it, I really should have just stayed in. Mavis is still looking really nice though. Speaking of which, should I go Mavis here? Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Metagross. It looks so cute. So, Overquill against Metagross. Crunch, I don't think would kill. So what I can do is I can go Iron Hands and pivot into Overquill. I'm gonna do that. It should be Meteor Mash or Stealth Rock here. Maybe Knockoff. Knockoff would be good. Get in Iron Hands. Let's see what you click. You click Knockoff. That's a good scenario. So I feel like this thing doesn't have Stealth Rock at this point. So now we're gonna switch into Overquill. Many things can happen this turn, but I think the most likely is just a Psychic Fangs, right? They should also see I'm not Intimidate now, which is, maybe I don't want to reveal that. It is Psychic Fangs. Okay, so here I believe Overquill just gets a kill. Do I go for Rain Dance? Does Overquill win? I think Overquill has a chance of winning this at this point. But I'm not going to disrespect the Metagross. I'm going to crunch it immediately. They do have to stay in. I get a crunch off. I kill Metagross. Was that a crit? Rocky, that has to be a crit, right? No. Okay, biggest threat down. Overquill. So this turn, I imagine it's going to be Landorus coming in. And if it's Landorus, I'm going to go into Mavis, I think. So it's only Landorus, Latios, and Zoroark left. Landorus comes out. We obviously want to keep Overquill alive, because if Overquill can get a Rain Dance, Overquill just wins. Overquill actually just wins. What the hell? So here... We know you're obviously the real one. I think Mavis is just always my play. The issue with going Mavis is that I take so much. I take so much from this. Like, I was never comfortable with any of these calcs, by the way. It is just Earth Power. Yeah, look at that. You see, that's not a comfortable calc. That's not a calc I want to see. So this turn, we can KO Landorus. I just realized that Dragapult just wins. It could be a Choice Scarf Zoroark is the thing, and we don't know what the Zoroark is. I think I'm just gonna click Ice Beam. At this point, screw it. Okay, they give me Landorus. So Landorus goes down. Mavis finally gets her first kill. Good job, Mavis. I don't know if Latios KOs me with Thunderbolt. The issue with Thunderbolt is that they're risking Piloswine. Because I can always go Piloswine on Thunderbolt. And I don't know if you want to risk that, you know? I will sack Mavis if I have to. Which, I feel like we may have to. Yeah, Mavis is probably getting sacrificed here. Alright, is this Latios or Zoroark? That's Latios. Okay. So, it's Thunderbolt or Draco Meteor here. So, how much did Thunderbolt do? I feel like Thunderbolt does kill me. Thunderbolt on Mavis. I can survive it. I have a chance. Alright, drops Draco. That should KO me. Okay, Mavis goes down. But you know what time it is? It's Javalanthus time. The play is actually Dragapult. But I want to go into my GOAT. I want to give this to Overquill if I can. The play is probably Piloswine here or Dragapult. It's one of those, but I'm clicking Rain Dance here, and I will get my crunch kills if I can. Alright, if this is Scarf Zoroark, I'm gonna be very sad. I mean, I think I live a Hyper Voice. If it's a Hyper Beam, though, that will kill me. Zoroark Hisui, +1. Javalanthus, +2. I trained to outspeed Scarf Zoroark and Latios. Rain Dance up! Rain Dance up! Alright, Javalanthus, can we do this? Don't be Focus Sash! Wait, it's Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock's right. Crunch now! Win this for me! Yes! Overquill! Rain Dance Overquill, baby! My God! This Pokemon never fails me, I swear! Overquill is too good! Too fucking good! Alright. I'm gonna liquidation this one. You're getting liquidated. Get liquidated! Liquidation! That's right! Overquill wins! I'm so happy! We won with a tummy ache, too! Overquill, my GOAT! And now we're 7-0, 1 week left, and it's a very hard final week.